Matter Wellness says, these days, this is the best 1 hour of my day. Ah, good. And Matter Wellness says, I'm subscribed, but I never get notification when you're online. I'm online as if nothing happens to disrupt that. 1 p.m. Vancouver time and 8 p.m. Vancouver time, 2 times a day. Just write it, guys. If you guys would have kindly, for heaven's sake, like Saugata did and Luna does, to share this link that I just put down here on your social media, and you would have watched this 2-minute video, you would know damn well when my live streams are. Should I get the ugly stick for that comment of not knowing when I'm going live? All right. So let's see. Did we get more yeses? Did we? Make sure your mouth is clean. There is no debris of food in there, so if you breathe in, it won't jump into your throat, something small in your mouth, and with the air go into the wrong hole. So having said that, let's sit. If you're sitting on the chair, sit comfortably with small back straight, your posture straight. If you're sitting on the floor, sit on your knees. I know it's going to be painful, but that's how it is. Or sit on the chair. Because we're going to do breathing exercise. And you all know how the breathing exercise goes. I'm going to do one for you to remind you, the ones who haven't been here. So you're going to be breathing in when I clap hand. You start a quick breathe in. That's the first one. It's a short breathe in to just start it. And you exhale. You exhale until you don't have any more air. And while you're exhaling, you think that your breath, along with the energy lines from all corners of the universe, expanding from your 1 point, which is the point about 20 centimeters lower than navel, a hypothetical point, that all energy lines are exiting from it because they've been going in. We just talk about it in the next cycle. And you focus on your thought process and the air that you're exhaling, this energy lines expand to the ends of the universe. And imagine in your mind that you're going along this journey towards the boundaries of the universe. Although there are no boundaries, but you think that you're going to the ends and ends of the universe in all directions. And when you finish exhaling, you move a little bit forward from your belly, from your 1 point. That gets more air out. You're completely out. Now, we're trying to expand the capacity of lungs. We're trying to get more oxygen in one breath. So all the capillaries and the blood gets lots of oxygen. And at the same time, through the meditation, we increase the neurotransmitters of GABA, serotonin, and melatonin, which is hero neurotransmitters, helps us with having weapons against anxiety, depression, and intrusive thoughts. Some of the benefits of the meditation for neurotransmitter increase in our brain. But so having done that, when you have in your thought process and your exhale is finished and you're to the ends of the universe, let's say, you move a little bit forward, gets more air out, and at this point you wait for a few seconds, and I'll make it short. I don't make it long because I know you're just new and you don't want to, lose your breath or can't catch up. But our idea is to make it longer so you become better than me. So then when I clap, you start breathing in, and you're breathing it through your nose, and you breathe in with the thought process of all the energy lines from all corners of the universe. From all corners of the universe, front, back, right, left, all in between, up and down, and all in between that, all the energy lines come towards their travel. They take their travel to the other ends of the universe, opposite of where they started it, every one of them, and on their journey, they all join at one point, all of them together. They cross each other, all of them at your one point. At that hypothetical point, at 20 centimeters below the navel. Somewhere inside. You can push your finger in and create a hypothetical point inside 20 centimeters lower than your navel. And you feel that all the energy lines that have come from all corners of the universe have arrived and joined together at that one point. And you do nothing. You're not creating anything. It happens by the universe. All you do is just you recognize and observe the flow of energy into that very, very small point, like a whirlpool, like it's just going in. But you don't go with it in mentally. You just observe at the point of entry of all these energy lines into that one point. And just observe how it continuously forever flowing energy through that small, small point. And when you finish inhaling, you come back to the upright position. That gets more air in. So with that thought process, when you exhale, you have these energy lines having gone through the one point, and they now, like a flower, expanding outwardly with your mind and your breath, going to the ends of the universe and all corners of the universe. And when you inhale, all the energy lines come towards you on their journey to the other ends of the universe, but they all join and pass through the one point that we talked about. And you observe that flow through the one point, flow of the energy through the one point, until I clap my hands again and switch to exhale and then inhale. Every clap switches it around. So I think you all have heard it, know what to do, and hopefully eventually we won't have to explain it because everybody has done it. Ready? Let's go. So we breathe in and exhale. Close your eyes. Open your mouth and make a noise, and that noise keeps your mind occupied with what you're doing. Mindfulness. Inhale. Move back a little bit. Move forward a little bit. Inhale. When you finish inhaling, move back a little bit, get some more air in, and wait there. Focus on the flow of the energy lines in the one point. Exhale. Move forward a little bit from the one point and stay there. Now, inhale. All the energy lines flowing towards you while you inhaling oxygen, and they all go toward the one point. And at one point, you just recognize, observe the flow of energy through the one point, the entry point. Just stay. And then move back. Exhale. When you exhale with the sound, you have the thought process of the energy lines expanding from the one point, continuing their journey to the other ends of the universe in all directions till you go as far as you can imagine, expand the universe, and your breath and thought process goes with it, and let it continue and wait until I clap. Now inhale. Move forward, wait a little bit, focus, inhale, breathe in, energy lines passing through the one point, and wait, exhale. When you hear my clap continuously hitting, That just means continue exhaling. That would be the end of our meditation. Inhale. Inhale with the thought process of key energy lines flowing from all corner universe towards you through the 1 point. Focus there. Move backward a little bit. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. While you exhale, you imagine key energy lines flowing towards the ends of the universe in all directions, expanding, and your thought process and exhaling goes with it. And when you can't expand it any further, just relax, let it expand on its own. Inhale. Inhale. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe normally. Just enjoy the tranquility, shoulders down. Open your frowns, relax. Just let feeling of nothing in your head be nothing. Just enjoy that. Whenever you feel like it, slowly, and whenever you feel like it only, slowly open your eyes. Only if you feel like. Once everyone opened their eyes, I want you to look at me. I'm going to do a couple of rounds of meditation so you can see how it exactly is done and the capacity that you want to increase, and that's how we're going to do. So maybe by now everyone's eyes are open, and now I'm going to do a couple of cycles of meditation with the thought process that I have talked about. I breathe in quickly, then exhale the first one, and then I breathe in long with the thought process of key energy lines from all corners of the universe traveling to the other ends of the universe. On their ways, they all join together and cross together and enter the one point of my body. And I focus on the flow of the energy at that point, and I relax there when I've already filled my lungs with air, and I move a little bit back to increase the capacity of the lungs and get more air in, and just observe the flow of that energy lines continuously going through the one point, the hypothetical point about 20 centimeter lower the abdomen. And when I feel like it's time to breathe in again, I've already breathed in. So when I think it's time, I'm talking, I forget what I want to say. So when I feel that it's already filled in, and I've had enough of waiting and enjoying observing the flow of ki through the one point, then it's time I want to exhale. So I start exhaling with the sound coming out of my mouth, regulating the flow of air, not all at once, but slowly coming out. And in that thought process, while the air is exhaling, I think the energy lines, having gone through the one point from all corners of the universe, now they're picking up from the other end and expanding outwardly from the one point, having gone through the one point, expanding outwardly in the opposite direction that they had started, which means expanding towards the ends of the universe in all directions. And the thought process, exhaling, all work together, and I exhale and bring the thought process with the energy lines in my imagination, extending outwardly to the ends of the universe. And when I finish exhaling, that's when I just let the expansion continue, and I just witness and observe the expansion of the energy lines continue without having any more exhaling done, because I'm done. And then when it's time for me to say I want to breathe in, then I guess I breathe in again with the same thought process. And then when it's completely full and I'm observing the flow of the energy through the one point, then I move back a little bit, gets more air in, and the whole process again. Exhale, And when I'm finished, I relax there, enjoy the expansion of the universe, and move forward a little bit to get more air out. Then when it's time, I breathe in and do the same process again. So I'm going to do a couple of cycles. This is how it's going to look. If you do it right, it's very effective. Everything calms down. Everything. And yet full of power, tranquility, confidence, stability, alertness, sharpness. The mind cloud goes away. Clarity resides. Focus comes back. Mind is collected. It's like a horse that is saddled, waiting for you to command it. Get on it, go wherever you want to go. You don't have to go collect the horse, bring it in, and then groom it and put saddle on. The mind is all over the place all the time. When you meditate, you train it to be there for you when you want it, to focus on what you want it, to not be scattered around all the time, and find comfort and find home in just doing nothing. Doesn't need to be active or overactive just to survive. It will be there with you, waiting for you to call on it. The intrusive thoughts slow down, and if not, disappear completely. Because that meditation effect brings your mind to idle. That is, in meditating, you're actually taking thoughts out of consciousness. And thoughts are only active when they are connected to consciousness to get any kind of a elusive or ideas or suggestion or information or whatever you've been exposed to in life through media, through papers, through books, through television, videos, anything that you've heard, somehow you become alert. Thought, if it's in connection with consciousness, then it's active. Through meditation, you're taking thoughts out of consciousness because the consciousness is no longer connected to its inventory. It now is becoming part of the universal movement of energy, where there is nothing but energy. And there is no data in energy. It's just what it is. And therefore mind becomes empty, inactive, and thought becomes out of the consciousness, pretty much because there is no consciousness. Therefore, there is no consciousness. There are no inventory of data. Therefore, there is no thoughts. Thought stops. And thought is time. When thought stops, time stops. That's why when you wake up from the meditation, you come out of the meditation, you feel like everything is refreshed. Everything is new. Time has stopped. You weren't even there. That's how it seems. Because as long as you're thinking, time continues. With thoughts, we create time. As I've explained it before in other videos, when thought stops, time stops. When you meditate, thought stops, time stops. Everything becomes in harmony with nature, with universe. You become confident. You become part of the whole again, as that drop of the ocean that is out of the ocean feels lonely. Now you're back into the ocean, feel powerful and part of the whole, as you've always been and always will be. Part of the whole. And cut. Wow. Not even it's powerful and beneficial in all counts. It is the escape that everyone needs and is looking for and trying to find it through other activities, which we all do, whether it's a movie or a video game or music or whatever it is. The escape that human being is trying to choose to escape away from the blessings that they have been bestowed upon, which is life journey itself. Isn't that funny? We have really ruined life so much that we need escape from it to feel alive. That's a disaster. Very sad. But we have meditation, so we can actually feel the real life when we are meditating, become a part of whole, which is our natural state of being.